In every person's life, there comes a moment, subtle but seismic, when it's no longer enough to be liked, accepted, or chosen. A deeper call rises, to be revered, to be seen not as an option, but as a luxury. This transformation does not come from ego or performance. It comes from something far older, deeper, and sacred, the act of remembering who you truly are. In this world of overstimulation, mass production, and relentless self-promotion, the rarest currency is not attention. It is presence. The kind of presence that moves silently, yet draws people in like gravity. If you're tired of being overlooked, replaceable, or taken for granted, this journey is your invitation to step into your true worth. Here are 9 transformational keys, rooted in psychology, myth, and soul work, that will help you become not just seen, but felt as a luxury in a world of options. First, stop being an option, become the center of gravity. To live as an option is to live in someone else's story, playing a supporting role while your essence waits in the shadows. True luxury does not chase, it draws others in by its very nature. Luxury is not about price tags or popularity. It's about worth, the quiet confidence that you are rare, sacred, and complete in yourself. Like a diamond that doesn't scream to be noticed, but simply shines in silence, you too must learn to let your presence speak louder than your pursuit. 2. Discover your archetype, the myth you were born to embody. Carl Jung believed we all carry archetypes within us, universal roles encoded in our psyche. These aren't roles you act out, they're truths you live. The lover who sees beauty in everything, the magician who transforms pain into power, the sovereign who leads through inner gravity, not force. Yet most people unknowingly live borrowed lives, scripts handed to them by parents, culture, or fear. If you feel invisible or replaceable, it's likely because you've lost touch with your original essence. Ask yourself, who am I beneath my name? When do I feel most alive? What energy flows through me when I'm not performing? That is the beginning of your archetype. You are not here to fit in. You are here to become something unforgettable. 3. Live in alignment. Let your identity speak without words. Knowing your archetype is only the beginning. The real transformation begins when you embody it. Take the story of Eliza, an interior designer who once blended into the background of her industry. Everything changed when she stood before a sculpture in Florence and felt a psychic awakening. She realized she wasn't just a designer, she was the muse. From that day forward, she stopped marketing herself as affordable and began presenting herself as a vessel of transformation. When you live your truth unapologetically, your energy becomes specific, and specificity is luxury. You become a category of one. 4. Create sacred distance. Let space become a magnet. In a world addicted to immediacy, availability cheapens presence. True luxury knows how to withhold, not to manipulate, but to create meaning. When something is always available, it becomes predictable, even burdensome. But when presence is measured, space becomes sacred. This is the power of psychological distance. It's not arrogance or coldness, it's intention. Withhold your energy from places that only seek attention. Offer your presence deliberately, not desperately. Absence is not rejection, it's a signal of value. Let them miss you, let them wonder. 5. Cultivate emotional wealth. Be someone who lingers. Luxury is emotional. It's not about what you own. It's about how people feel when they're in your presence. Ray, a barber from Chicago, understood this instinctively. He was technically excellent, but so were hundreds of others. What made him rare was his emotional presence. He listened deeply. He took his time. He made clients feel seen. soon, he was booked out for months, not because he demanded more, but because he became more. Be emotionally expensive. Let your presence feel valuable. Cultivate depth, silence, and stillness. People don't always remember what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. 6. Master the language of grace. Speak with soul, not noise. Your words are not just tools, they are signals of your identity. Fast speech, filler words, anxious over-explaining. These are signs of someone trying to prove worth. But someone who knows their value speaks slowly, clearly, and intentionally. A 2012 Princeton study showed that slow, calm speech is perceived as more powerful and trustworthy. Luxury brands never shout. They whisper, assuming their worth. You must do the same. Choose words like poetry, not panic. Eliminate the need to be understood by everyone. Speak only when you have something sacred to say, and let silence carry the rest. 7. Align your symbols. Make your life a gallery of your soul. Before people hear your words, they see your world. Your clothes, your home, your digital presence. These are not shallow expressions. They are sacred signals. A luxury product doesn't just offer utility, it tells a story. So should you. Ask yourself, does your space reflect who you truly are, or who you used to be? Do your visuals whisper depth, refinement, coherence? One woman, after years of personal growth, realized her environment no longer matched her essence, so she transformed it. A new chair, fresh colors, clean shelves. This wasn't decorating, it was integration. Let your outer world mirror your inner evolution. 8. Let your essence speak louder than explanation. Coherence is more powerful than perfection. You don't need to be flawless, you need to be aligned. When your walk, your tone, your style, and your digital footprint all reflect your essence, people feel it instantly. You stop being someone others evaluate and become someone they experience. Luxury is felt in a moment, often before words are spoken. Let every part of you say the same thing. Be intentional with your visuals, your tone, your body language. When people encounter you, let their psyche whisper, "This one is rare." 9. You are the treasure. Remember, reclaim, embody. This is not about performance, it's about remembrance. You don't need to manufacture value. You are the value. The only task is to stop hiding, diluting, or apologizing for it. Every choice you make, from how you speak to how you rest, is a declaration of worth. In a world that begs you to hustle, shout, and conform, become a quiet rebellion. Choose stillness. Choose rarity. Choose reverence. You are not an option. You are not replaceable. You are not for everyone. And that is your power. When you live this truth, you become not only seen, but felt as a presence, a message, a luxury, a final whisper of worth. So now you stand at the threshold. You've heard the call, not to become someone new, but to remember who you've always been beneath the noise, the roles, the expectations. This isn't about imitation, it's about revelation. The journey to becoming a luxury is not paved with popularity or applause. It's carved in silence, in depth, in the choices you make when no one is watching. In a world obsessed with more, dare to be less, but deeper. While others compete to be seen, root yourself to be felt. True power doesn't beg. True beauty doesn't perform. True luxury does not ask to be chosen. It chooses itself. So don't dilute your presence to fit the room. Let the room expand to meet your energy. Don't chase approval. Embody truth. Speak like every word matters. Dress like your body is a sacred temple. Move through life as if you're carrying something rare. Because you are. Yes, some won't understand. Yes, some will say you've changed. That's fine. Let them. They were never meant to recognize treasure. The ones who are attuned, the ones who are searching for soul in a sea of noise. They will see you, and more than that, they will feel you. You are not an option. You are not a product. You are not content to be consumed. You are a frequency, a presence, a living archetype. And when you remember your worth and live it unapologetically, you no longer need to announce your value. Your silence will say everything. Your energy will whisper what words never could. I am not for everyone. I am for the ones who know what luxury truly is.